name's Jeremy Allens. I'm co-founder of LeadQuizzes, and what we're going to share today is their incredible results getting new patients for their clinic. So they've been working with people that have hormone problems and getting them in through a consultation using the quiz. They've generated $18,000 worth of revenue. So I'm really excited to jump in and show you guys exactly what they've been working on. So welcome, Garrett. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Awesome. All right. So Garrett, we're going to start out. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to actually look at what kind of ads that you guys are running.
Sure.
So I'll share my screen. Awesome. So this is what you guys are doing. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Okay. So basically what you guys are doing, you guys are running an ad from your page. You guys are based out of Minnesota and have 2 locations, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So we're targeting a 50-mile radius of both of those. This is what one of your ads looks like. Really simple copy. Feeling tired in the morning can be a sign of a hormone imbalance. So you just not get a good night's sleep, or is it actually your hormones? Take the quiz and find out. So overall, pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm going to drag over another screen. So once someone clicks on it, this is basically what your quiz looks like. Garrett, anything you kind of want to walk people through of what you guys are doing with the quiz here?
Yeah. Basically, we're just putting a couple of leading questions out there, easy questions for them to answer. That is going to have them start thinking about, okay, maybe I do feel tired more than I realize it, or maybe my sleep isn't as good as it should be. Common things that they might not think about on a daily basis, but when you actually ask them to think about it, they start to go, well, yeah, that does seem like something that should be happening. And these are very common issues, just issues that they didn't know that they could actually do anything about without going and seeing a doctor and getting put on prescription drugs or anything like that.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, these are great questions. The questions and the answers are really short. So as people see us going through this quiz, it only takes probably a couple minutes to answer those. It's very easy. At the end, what you guys do to incentivize the lead capture is offer their personalized results and the free consultation with the healthcare professional. So I'm just going to enter in my information real quick. Whoops. All right, phone number, see my results. And then what you guys do is you take them to a results page. So Garrett, what do you guys try and cover on this page?
Just kind of giving them a really easy overview of what we do and how we can help them out, and to let them know that, hey, this stuff's natural. Most people go through these types of feelings, but you don't have to. The reason why most people do is because nobody knows that there are easy ways to fix this without having to go down the whole getting shots and all those other types of avenues that you could go down to work with your hormones. You can do it through fitness. You can do it through nutrition. You can do it through simple supplementation. That whole functional medicine factor that the healthcare model has forgotten about and is coming back in a very fast and quick way.
For sure. Okay. So yeah. So Garrett, for people that aren't familiar with quizzes, the great thing about this is that they're getting a personalized result. So, based off the questions that I answered, I have a high likelihood of a hormone imbalance. You do a great job of providing some education and value here. So this builds trust with them right away. I think you empathize with where they're at, and give them some hope that there's a solution for it. And then towards the end of your copy, you start to add in at Rejuv Medical, we have a different approach. Here's what we can do. And then you guys make your offer, which is a free 1-hour consultation. Yeah, you say consultations are limited, so there's some scarcity. And then the schedule link button here. So
sure.
Yeah, let's take a look at where you guys send people next. So this is the consultation page you send people to. Can you kind of walk us through your page on here, Garrett?
Yeah, so it's still loading, but as you can see, we have what is functional medicine, and we have 2 quick videos. One is one of those cartoon videos that can kind of take you through, kind of does a really brief overview. And then the next video is actually one of our nurse practitioners talking how stress affects your body and how you can actually help your body and overcome that stress. And then we've got lots of stories and places that they can go from here. But right away in that first segment of that page, we have the opt-in. Receive your 60-minute consultation along with a free copy of her Rejuv for Life cookbook. So a nice free gift for them, plus an opportunity to actually talk with somebody live and find out, hey, am I a good candidate for functional medicine, or am I a good candidate for fitness, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Plus, we also, where we say primary and secondary concern, it helps them realize that we can do a lot more than just this. So they might go imbalance hormones, and they might say stem cell treatments. Great. They come over to us and we know exactly where to lead them from there and how to help them the best.
Perfect.
So it opens up their eyes to everything that we can help them with.
Okay. And then you provide a lot of education on this page for them as well. Okay. So kind of like the numbers to this point, like you're getting them from a Facebook ad to opt in at the quiz. You guys have had about 947 leads so far. And what I looked at, you guys are paying about $2.50 a lead. So from there so far, like 30 of those have requested a consultation. And then what happens after they opt in for this consultation? Like what happens next? Do you call them up? Like how do you get them into like the clinic?
Absolutely. So as soon as they send that in, within 24 hours, we are in contact with them through a phone call. Then with that phone call, if they're not answering, we have a certain follow-up process. So within the first week, they're followed up 3 times with a phone call if nothing's answered. And then it kind of dwindles down from there. But on the back end, they're getting a set of autoresponders. So they're going to get constantly taken care of through this process to help them learn more about functional medicine, get some simple testimonies of how we've helped other people, some more movies that they can watch, and it just encourages them, gives them that more information. So hopefully by the end of that series, we get another 50% of those leads.
Okay, awesome. So there's definitely like opportunity to increase the amount of people that are like coming in for consultation. So you guys said you do a 24-hour phone call like after like they request a consultation. Do you guys go through any like specific script, or how does that kind of work?
Yeah, our health and fitness advocates, they've got scripts for anything that we're trying to help out with. So they've got scripts for fitness, they've got scripts for hormones. The whole goal is to at least get them to come and visit us. We know that if they can come and visit us, that we have a high closing rate. Right now we're at 50, but we were working with some newer employees, and we know that's going to be at 80 or 90% fairly soon.
Okay, awesome. And so like let's say I opt in for this and I request a consultation, is that phone call, is it more of like a, hey, thanks for signing up for this, like let's get you scheduled, or do you guys go through like some discovery and talk with them a little bit further on that call?
We definitely talk with them during that call a little bit, just try to get some very basic knowledge of, hey, I saw that you took this quiz. These are some of the results you had. Did you have any questions right off the bat and how we can help? How would you like to proceed on this? And then we do usually a 5 to 15-minute phone call with them, just so they can get a little bit know, like, and trust us a little bit more, so they're more willing to do that free consultation in person.
Sure. Okay. So you get them scheduled to come in. Do you have any do you have any issues with no-shows or anything that you've done to like decrease that?
So with no-shows, we put them into our system, which we use MindBody for, and they do some reminders there. So if through those email and text reminders, they have the ability to hit confirmed. If they don't confirm them, then we are going to call that day and go, hey, Sally Joe, I'm just calling to remind you of our appointment that we had today. Is everything still going to work out for this time? If not, we can definitely push this to another time.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Well, Garrett, that's an awesome system. I mean, it seems really simple what you guys have set up. Follow up with the people that request consultations, and then if they don't show up, follow up with them still. You guys are giving a lot of value, whether it's on that results page, the consultation page here, or even just getting on a call with them for 5 to 15 minutes to get them to come in. So yeah, awesome. Really great results. Again, you guys have had close to 1,000 leads, so 947 leads, 30 consultations. Garrett, those are all in person at your clinic?
Yes.
Okay. And then you guys have a 50% close rate, but there's a lot more opportunity, you think, there as you get some of your employees trained up a little bit more and
Yep.
work a little bit more on the autoresponder sequence as well.
Yep, I know once we do that autoresponder sequence better, that's been the part that's been lacking. And I know we're going to be probably 3 times the amount of leads once that's fully in place and rocking like we want it to be.
Awesome. Do you have any ideas of what you want to implement with the autoresponder sequence?
So actually it's going through a copywriter right now to make sure that I can actually spell correctly.
Okay.
But they're all written. So my goal is to have those fully implemented by end of this week.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I think, Garrett, that's like a really good point. Like a lot of the people that I see, they'll have like this, they'll get frozen up just because everything's not ready. Everything's not in place. But I think you're a good example of, you just got to get this up and start running it and then make iterations on it. And it can still be successful even if it's not perfect.
Absolutely. There's no reason in holding back until everything's ready. You want to start it, and then you can start to fix the things that you have control of. If I had everything ready and I'm only getting 30 consults, I can't really see where those came from. If I put extra steps in and make little changes, I know what's actually happening, what's leading to more.
For sure. That's a great point. Awesome, Garrett. Well, I really appreciate you jumping on today. Is there anything else you want to share with someone that might be in your position or, where you were before you started doing this?
No, I actually have some colleagues that tried this out beforehand and decided that they were going to try it all on their own. I definitely suggest getting some help from you guys right away to where we can see what the potential is and then get some training to where you can take it over in time potentially if you don't want somebody else working it for you.
For sure. Okay. Awesome, Garrett. And I think, I guess like one last thing, why did you guys originally want to sign up for this? I think maybe you guys had some expensive lead costs or something before that, or?
Absolutely. We know that the lead generation market, especially on Facebook, has changed dramatically. We used to be able to put $150 into $250 and probably get 80 to 100 leads. Now you're putting $600 out there and getting 15 leads sometimes. So having almost like an evergreen type system like this just keeps on putting more and more leads into your system. I know our emails have grown substantially since this has joined. And that email list can be very powerful as long as you're emailing the right things. So yeah, I think that's really important.
Those were kind of the results you had before where you're putting in that much money and getting a limited amount of leads. And were you driving them directly to a consultation?
Yeah, they were driven right to a landing page straight away from the actual ad. And then from there, trying to get into a consultation. I think this works a little bit better. People like to take quizzes for some reason. And I mean, I fall victim to it every once in a while when they say, what celebrity do you look like?
Yeah.
Find out I don't really look like anybody. So, oh well. But I think that this definitely drove our hormone because it's a different demographic to reach out to. Mm-hmm. And we're not just getting women, we're getting men looking at it too. So that's a really great thing.
That's awesome. And I think that's a great point because I think if you're driving people directly to a consultation, which is what I think a lot of people have been used to, I think the free consultation is just going to draw everybody in. You could do that. And you're, like you said, you were paying a lot more per lead because you're just getting the hottest leads. But the great thing about the quiz is you're getting people at all ends of the spectrum. They may not even know that they have a problem, or they may know that they do, and they're in like that decision-making mode already. And along with the education that you're providing in between, like on the results on this page, you may be able to warm people up. And everybody else, like you said, you had 30 consultations come in, but you had just under 1,000 leads. That's a lot of people you can follow up with and continue to educate them until they're ready to come and work with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, Garrett, thanks so much for sharing what you guys have done so far. I'm really excited for you guys, and I look forward to what you guys do next.
All right. Thanks a lot.